A new story chapter means a new challenge fight for us to try. Ladies and gentlemen, this time around, I think the challenge fight should be against Dark Rivy herself. The prelude fight that you had to do, the Master of Crimson, you know, just on the regular difficulty, was somewhat difficult since I had to actually change my regular nuke team and I had to go with more of a mono earth team to actually beat that fight. Still, it was pretty easy in the end, but let's see how much the challenge version of this changes it up. Of course, if you've never seen one of these videos, it's very simple on how we do it. I can look at any team in the Hall of Fame that has already cleared it to kind of get an idea of what to use, but I'm not allowed to look up any type of guide or anything else unless I decide to throw in the towel and see exactly how you do this. I see a lot of fast clears here. We have this team, we have a magic character here with other physical characters, okay. We have 2 physical characters and 2 magic characters. No, 3 magics, 1 physical. So everybody's kind of doing their Reyes strats here for the most part. So it seems like a lot of people are actually including Light Sistina or Fire or Veil into their teams with some type of magic damage dealer as well. Also, I think these guys resist crits, so we may not want to run any type of crit rate on the team. All right, so the first fight here is up against Fafnir. These little mobs you have to look out for. And as you see, he negates crit damage and he also takes more damage from actually wait, he doesn't negate physical damage. I thought he did. So yeah, we can't use any type of crit rate, which does really suck, but it shouldn't be too bad. Here's his art. Is this actually gonna do a lot of damage? Oh wow, this actually does do quite a bit of burn damage. I should have brought another Keratos instead of a Blessed Necklace. I didn't realize it was like that. And wait, more of them would come? Wait, so how does this one work? Is this like 2 stages of just like non-stop Fafnirs? Okay, no, there's stage 2. Okay, stage 2 negates crit damage still. Okay, cool. We're doing okay. So yeah, I guess if you want to use Fire or Veil in this situation, you probably want to go with somebody that doesn't heal, because if you're healing, then he's going to have his 100% crit rate if he's above like, what, 80% HP. So I guess that's why people use the Earth Sistina with the Fire or Veil. Or am I getting the passive backwards? I think he has 100% crit rate if he's above 80% HP, right? Or is it whenever he's not afflicted by a status element? It's one of the two. Either way, so far, I think we're vibing. You know, this fight really isn't that hard. I wonder why they didn't make it a co-op fight though. Like, is it actually kind of easy, or what is this? Because it did say challenge mode here, so I am definitely curious to see where the challenge comes in at. Reverses art gauge. Oh, wait, is that constant? Or how does that work? Is that just like a one-time thing? Oh, you know what? It reverses all over time art gen effects. So you need, okay, I got you. Yeah, it reverses all over time art gen effects. So you need to actually use burst art gen items in this fight, which also means that we need to take off the boy Haruto. And we can actually, in this situation, use a character like a Serpa. We never use her, but look, we can use her now. Reverse art gen is a little bit problematic if you don't have like burst art gen characters or items, but for us, it really shouldn't be that big of a problem since we do have the Acerpa. But one thing I'm wondering, does Acerpa's True Art, her equipment CT buff, stack with Lisa's equipment CT buff? I doubt it, but wouldn't it be kind of cool if it did? Also, how much equipment CT does this give? Is it 30? Okay, that gives 30, and then Lisa gives 50, right? Okay, wait, does these stack? Hold on, let me see if they stack. Okay, they don't stack. Okay. I was about to say, that would be really broken if you could have like 80% equipment CT down. That would be kind of dumb. So really with this team, it's up to Acerpa to arch-gen as much as possible, but it's also going to be coming down to how fast our equipment CTs are, since our AoE arch-gen items like Goku Uniform, it's going to be very important to have those up as much as possible. Also, another thing to know too is that BE output is another strategy I could have went with, since there's going to be a lot of Fafnirs we fight, and since there's so many BE generating, by the way, BE is these little like yellow orbs you see if you're not, all those actually convert into art gauge for you, so it could be a viable strategy to go with like more BE output. Also, you see that Acerpa does have a negative debuff here, and I think that debuff is from, what would that be from actually? Maybe one of their passives on their character. So Acerpa, I think, has a passive that gives her just 2 art gauge per second. And I think Light Sistina has a similar thing. Also, does Rivy actually crit us? I didn't pay attention to that. Does she actually crit or does she not? Wow, this is very easy. Let me just say, like, this isn't that hard at all. Like, what is this? Art gauge filling up speed and cancels regular damage. What does regular damage mean? So can we not crit now? Oh, okay. Oh. So you need a crit in this part. I see. I'm not gonna lie, we got 10 minutes to beat this fight before my cheese sticks get out the oven. You know what I just now realized is that in the final fight for this, they really didn't make this at all for Reyes, because Reyes on his True Art, he arch-gens for himself. So like, this is so bad for him. I mean, hopefully it'll be okay. I think nowadays it's actually really hard to kind of do this because so many characters have like passive Archgen in their kit, whether that be through their true weapon or some type of passive they have. That a fight like this is a little difficult just because of that. Actually, now coming to look at it, I probably should have went with more cleansing items instead of like healing items because that's going to matter a lot more in the final fight here. All right, here we go into the final fight. Dark Rivy is kind of a simple boss, to be honest. This really isn't that bad. I can kind of see why I only did it in solo, but still, I feel like this should have been a co-op boss too. You know, I don't mean to be that guy or anything, right? But this really isn't turning out too great right now. Yeah, if you do this, let me tell you, make sure you have cleanses and not Blessed Necklace. You don't need Blessed Necklace for this. Also, she can now crit me, which is great. I think once we get her down to the second threshold here, we can start using pretty much all of our Archgen items because Fafnirs no longer spawn. Bad Bat Mojo. Who thought of that one in the office? I'm pretty sure they were cackling it up whenever they thought of that one. Are we good? Oh, actually, no, wait. It's the final one, isn't it? Oh, my God. It's the final one, bro. It's not even... It's not the second one. It's the last threshold where the Fafnir stops spawning. Good Lord. Does she still reverse our art gauge? I haven't paid attention. Okay, there it goes. Yep, she still does. Okay, cool. Actually, now we have to use the crit rate. I just not thought about it. Yeah, now we actually have to use crit rate because she's not taking any more damage, and I think she won't take damage unless we do crit her. Yeah, we have to crit her. So now we're going to be surrounded by tons of Fafnirs, which is just great. But hopefully it's still going to be okay in the end. Maybe not. We'll have to see. I don't know how much longer my cheese sticks have, to be honest. They may be going off in a second. This is such a dumb fight. This is actually the dumbest fight I think I've ever done in the game. It's more like a puzzle than a fight, right? Where it really matters a lot about like timing and making sure that like, you know, you have the correct damage type up. It's kind of like a very bad game of like Simon Says. Like right here, you see that we're going to be doing some big damage and she's going to get threshold, and then yeah, I forgot she heals, bro. She heals. Of course she heals. Why wouldn't she heal? To be honest though, Ray is kind of going crazy with the DPS right now. Wait, why does Lisa, out of every character, oh my God, and oh my God, and now my cheese sticks are going off. Oh, this is just great. Honestly, 10 out of 10. Made it back to the boss room. Bad part is we're actually Archgening right now. So if she reverses our Archgen, then everybody's gonna get affected by it, which really sucks. And look at that, she did. Wow, literally right on cue. So now, really the only game plan here is get to the end of this fight and hope that we can burst down the boss fast enough. Cause I don't really know who else I can use apart from Vox in this situation. Cause I could use Urza, but the reverse Archgen like debuff is just way too potent on her. I think dealing with the Fafnirs is gonna do nothing but just hurt us in the end, since we're gonna be focusing more so on them than just killing Dark Rivy. Cause if we beat Dark Rivy, then you know we win the quest. But also, does this have a time limit? Okay, it doesn't. Now Mega Drive Unlimited could be a little bit scary because I don't know if she actually has increased damage to demons in this phase. She might, and if she does, then my Vox might be dead. Also, I'm gonna wait right here, watch the plays right here. They don't teach you this in school, kids. You wait for the X-Force to run out, then you go back into the X-Force with the True Orb. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff happening on my screen, brother. Like, this girl just won't die already. Like, just die. Okay, thank God. Yeah, that really isn't that hard of a fight, to be honest. Like, that isn't bad whatsoever. Even though it did take me a few tries, like, it's really just have burst Archgen and have someone that can crit, and then after that, like, you're A-okay. And look at that, the boy Vox still in 10 million. And I think, too, if you have Fire or Veil, you'll probably just instantly clear this fight, like, no problem whatsoever. That really wasn't a challenge fight. I'm giving that, like, a 4 out of 10. That wasn't hard, like, at all, really. Kind of more of, like, that puzzle fight, Simon Says type of fight, I feel like, than anything else. That's gonna be it for this video. Tell me down below how you guys fared against Dark Rivy. If you guys did pretty well against her, or if you got clapped up. Also, why don't they have, like, unique missions for clearing, like, challenge stuff, you know? Like, I feel like that should be a thing. I know we get 3 crystals for doing it, but, like, I feel like we should get a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Either way, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you all again for coming out. It's been your boy P, and last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.